Okay. Got it.
Yeah, it's Sandy Murray here, and welcome to Listen Carefully, the Training and Marketing Network show. Today, my guest is Sherry Bennett, and I'm really pleased to have her with me today. Sherry is an educator on medical cannabis. So Sherry, do you mind introducing yourself, telling us a little bit about yourself, maybe what you do?
Yeah, hi, Sandy, and thank you so very much for inviting me on your show. I'm truly honored. So yes, my name is Sherry Bennett, and I am a medical cannabis educator and resource consultant. I help people get safe access to cannabis medicine and educate them along the way. That's it in a nutshell, really. Yeah, I'd like you to ask me questions if you'd like, and then I can continue.
Yeah, the question I have for today is because, as I said, my thing is training, marketing, and networking.
Right.
And today, I kind of like under my pillar of training, what is it today that you're going to be covering with us? Is it related to training?
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I've just launched brand new patient educator training. If one wants to switch careers, for instance, and learn how to assist physicians and nurse practitioners, those who prescribe cannabis, and those people who really don't have a good understanding of how to dose it themselves. So this training is ideal, actually, for people that do want to change careers, or for people that don't know very much about cannabis. Or I was thinking the other day, for doctors who already have like an existing clinic or an existing practice, this training could help them, if they wanted to open up a cannabis clinic. And we know they are opening up everywhere across Canada here where we are. And it's very soon. Thailand just opened up. Thailand just became a legal country. So it's really exciting. It's very exciting, actually, because I have courses that nobody knows about yet. So,
wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's exciting. It really.
So this is sort of like a launch of that training. Is it just one course or several?
No, we have two now. We have one called the Foundations of Medical Cannabis, and that goes and tells us about the history of prohibition and really different types of cannabis, and also it talks about the human endocannabinoid system and how every single human being on this planet makes their own cannabis molecules. That's the easiest way I can describe it. And that's why this plant medicine works so well with so many different conditions, human conditions. Basically,
sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, most of my clients, I've been helping people like who live with arthritis, for instance, or anxiety, sleep disruption, and those of us that live with symptoms of post-traumatic stress, we get significant results from cannabis, and we have the evidence now. So I'm really excited to share it, because I spent the last 6 years or so studying the medical science. And also, I've been taking medical cannabis every day since, like I said, with significant results. So, and we also know, I'd like to point out that cannabis does not come with the risk of life-threatening addiction or lethal overdose. Unlike opioid medications, frankly. So they're very scary, and well-meaning doctors now are prescribing antidepressants and sleeping pills because frankly, our world is in a bit of distress right now. This pandemic has fueled, it has fueled domestic violence and racism, and the opioid crisis is becoming out of control. It's growing rapidly, and it's so this is exciting to me. This knowledge and the fact that cannabis is now becoming the spotlight in the world. It never really should have been prohibited in the first place, but we know now that it is effective, necessary. I would even go so far as to say it's a necessary medicine for certain people.
Okay, so in summary there, can you just summarize what problem cannabis solves from your perspective?
Well, it minimizes suffering and death, for instance, because people, it does not, like, there's no way one can die from an overdose of cannabis. It's just not possible. And that's what we learn in this course. We learn how, cannabis interacts with our own human endocannabinoid system. And I know it's a long word and hard to pronounce, but this system, this endocannabinoid system, was just discovered in 1988. And because of the laws, because it is prohibited in so many countries, it is not yet taught in med schools. So most medical doctors don't even have this information yet. It's not their fault. It's just that they're not taught this in med schools. So there's a lot of doctors now that are coming and getting self-educated and learning about this system. And of course, that has a very positive effect on their patients, helps their patients when they have that knowledge.
Is the course delivered online? Is it what you call computer-based or self-paced?
Yeah, it's yes, it's self-paced actually. One could take it online and in the privacy of their own home. And yeah, I think we give people about a month to complete it, but you get a certificate at the end, and it is packed with information and knowledge. And
so are the courses, here's a tough question for you. Everybody likes to know this, is how much does it cost?
Oh, the first one, Foundations of Medical Cannabis, is I'm pretty sure it's $297 US.
Wow, and that's really reasonable.
Well, for this high level education, I would say too. And the second one is I think about $700 US. I'm not entirely sure, but once again, I think that's huge value, given that the course was created by a medical doctor and with a lot of experience in cannabinoid medicine and working in cannabis clinics. And actually, I edited them too, so I understand the content. So I'm really excited about it. It's like I said, it's something that a lot of people don't know about yet. So
no, what I sensed is that that's very reasonable pricing. And what I did is I just compared it. If I was to have to go to a community college for it, or if I had to, I might pay $3,000 or $4,000 for a course of that nature, if I even went to a university type of thing. Is it available offline?
No, this is not available offline. It's only on my website, letstalkcannabis.ca. So we posted it there.
So that was my next question, sort of to wrap this up, is, so if someone wants to find out more about your courses, where can they find that information?
Yes, you go to my website, letstalkcannabis.ca, and you click on, it's on the front page, online courses, right on the front page there, and you'll see. And if you want to dig a little deeper into the website, there's a lot of really good articles and education in the form of blog articles and even media posts too, and podcasts. I'll be posting our podcast interviews on there too. I've got to mention, very recently, I was interviewed by Miguel Torres, and he has a podcast called The Conversation, Cannabis and Christianity. So it's really a fascinating podcast because I've listened to every single one of his episodes, and we learn something from each and every guest that he has. And he has had cannabis doctors and lawyers and people in veterans, people in the U.S. Navy. We have so many really, really interesting people, and those in the Indigenous community that are doing really wonderful things, with cannabis.
So can I get to that podcast from your website?
Yes, if we look at the media page,
Yeah.
letstalkcannabis.ca, and then you click on the media section, and you'll find that there.
So that's really 2 calls to action. You can get the detailed information about the courses, as you said, and you can also get involved in listening to more, we'll say, expertise on a unique podcast. Would that be right?
Yes, that's right. And I would say it is unique. I would say it is unique, and it is wonderful. And I just look forward to every Wednesday. Every Wednesday he has a new guest, and we learn something from each and every one.
Okay, that's fantastic. I think we're going to wrap it up here, unless you have a final comment you want to make.
No, thank you so much for this opportunity. And let's all just think about stretching our intelligence. And let's think about the things that we may have been taught over the years that have been proven to be wrong. So my final comment is, let's talk cannabis.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Pleasure chatting with you today. Great information you shared today. And certainly we'll be chatting with you again, maybe on another topic at another time.
Thank you so very much, Sandy Murray. Thank you.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye for now.